This is reading lesson number 21. This video is for you if you struggle with reading. I am April McMurtry, a professional reading specialist, dyslexia specialist, and a developer of the Learn Reading program, and I'm going to teach you to read through 100 videos. It's important that you start with lesson 1, and I have that video linked for you in the description below. I will be building upon each lesson, so it's important that you watch them in order, beginning with lesson 1. Here's how these lessons will work. The first 10 are taken from my Begin Reading packet, which is linked next to the number 1 in the description if you want those worksheets. Lessons 11 through 90 are taken from my Learn Reading program, which is linked next to the number 2. And lessons 91 through 100 are taken from my adult reading class, and that is next to the number 3 in the description. If you do not purchase the worksheets, that's perfectly fine. You can follow along right here with me for free, but you will need a paper and a pencil to copy the words down. So pause the video here and get a piece of paper and pencil and then come right back. I will have 2 videos for you each week. You are free to follow along with me here for free, or you can join me at any time in my adult reading class, especially if these lessons are a little easy for you. And there I will be able to help you more personally. Again, that link is next to the number 3 in the description below. If you want an online tutor, I have some recommendations for you in the description as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, here is where we left off. We were on lesson 20 last time, so I wanted to go over these last 4 words so that you can make sure that you read them correctly. That first letter, if it's an A and there's a vowel 2 doors down, that A is going to say a. Also, if the very last letter is an A, it will say a. So this first word is arena. Arena. This word is ability. Ability. This word is adopted. Adopted. And this last word is vanilla. Vanilla. Okay, heading over into lesson 21 today. Our sight word is do. Here is that page if you would like to pause the video and practice these sight words. Remember, we never sound out sight words. We look at them as a unit with a clue. The clue is usually the first letter or 2 up to that first vowel. That will give you the clue as to what the word is most of the time. So these must be memorized, and there is your practice page. For the new grapheme, your sound is the hard G sound, which is the most common. The hard G sound says g. G. It's a stop sound. Only the back of your tongue is kicking off against the back of your throat. G. The G will also make the soft sound, but I will teach you exactly when in a few lessons down. For today, our G is always going to make its hard sound, G. So practice all of the sounds on this page. And then on your new phoneme page, if you have the worksheets, go ahead and separate and isolate all of the sounds on this page. If you are just working on this page with me, then let's count how many sounds are in frog. It might seem easy, but it's not as easy as you might think. How many sounds in frog? So in frog, the hard part is to separate the F from the R sound, the F from the R. A lot of times those can be combined and just come out as fur. So I want you to isolate the F and the and then the ah and the g. So there's 4 sounds in frog. And remember to just practice, pick up an item and practice all day long how many sounds in tape or how many sounds in walnut, and separate and isolate each of those sounds. That will help you to become a better reader. Okay, and here we are on our new words page. So we're working with that hard sound of G. And we always mark the vowels first, because if you can read the vowels, you can read the word for the most part. I know this E is going to make it short sound because one of the next 2 letters is not another vowel. So the sounds in this word are l, e, g. Leg. Leg. A lot of people call it a leg. It sounds like an A in the middle, but if you pronounced it properly, it would come out as leg. I have 2 legs. Okay, I'm going to be quiet while you work on the next 3. So we know our A is going to make its short sound because of the tap 2 rule. The G is going to say G, and then we have O, A, D. Glad, glad. Excellent. Let's try this next one. Okay, this next one, the A is going to say A because the next 2 letters are consonants. ER we know is a grapheme that says R. So when we isolate the sounds, they are D, A, G, and R. And when you blend those sounds, you have dagger, dagger, dagger. All right, let's do one more. Okay, our I is going to make its short sound I because vowels make their short sound if the next two letters are consonants. This ER is the same grapheme as over here, and it says R. So the sounds are a hard G, G, L, I, T, and R. Remember when you have 2 of the same letter, it only needs one sound. You don't have to say T, T, or G, G. Only one sound. When you blend those sounds, we have glitter, glitter, glitter. Excellent. Okay, I will let you do the last 4 on your own, and then I will come back next time to tell you what those were. Then if you would like to continue practicing, here are some vocab words to figure out the definition for and to practice reading. There's some difficult ones in there. And here are some words to cut up and practice fluency with. Here are some sentences. And here is the story. All with controlled text. Everything that I show you is written with controlled text, meaning there won't be any word in there that I have not taught you the rule for yet. So there will be no need for guessing. So if you don't have the worksheets, feel free to pause on those, copy them down, read them on my screen. If you do have the worksheets, use your pencil and make that a multi-sensory experience reading those words. It really helps if you use more senses than just your eyes. Okay, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. You're doing great. I'll see you next time.